About 5 months ago, I was fortunate to have acquired multiple fresh Odontoponera queens during their nuptials. With a substantial number of queens, I have decided to put them in different nest setups to see how these founding queens will develop other than in the standard test tube setup. I put a founding Odontoponera queen in this acrylic nest, and today they grew amazingly well in it. I love the top view design, which allows me to watch them unhindered and is great for taking videos of them. I was amazed at how adaptable they are and how well they are doing without the need for a substrate nest. They were not given any medium to assist in cocoon making and have gotten used to using their recycled cocoon shells. They have become very resourceful and have learned to use it as a scaffold to assist the larvae in cocoon making by using their silk. I kept this species for a long time and learned many things about them. Firstly, I love how resilient they are. They don't really need much attention other than giving them enough moisture, food, and any sources of liquid. They are not actually hard to keep if you already have the basic knowledge of ant keeping, but ultimately, choosing the best nest will determine how well your colony will do. I have covered this species many times on this channel, but there is something I wanted to show you. I wanted to see how well they do in a terrarium, so I took up a terrarium workshop class a few months ago to challenge myself to build a better and much prettier terrarium. In the past, many years ago, my terrariums were so horrible that I was embarrassed to show them to anyone. This time, with guidance from these workshops, I was able to build my first self-sustaining terrarium. Given enough time for it to mature, it is now a stable ecology within the terrarium, and this is the right time to show it in this channel. When I was building this terrarium, all I was thinking about was having a colony of ants live in it. In the beginning, I wasn't sure what ant species I should be keeping. There are many ideas, but I find Odontoponera to be the best species to be kept in this tropical theme landscape. I knew I had to keep a species without worrying they might escape, and I do not want any anti-escape barrier to be applied to this beautiful terrarium housing. Hence, the best candidate will be the ant species that has slippery feet. There are many types of terrarium themes you can choose to make. One is the tropical rainforest terrarium, or Zen garden terrarium, and the easiest to maintain will be the desert terrarium. A few critters can assist you with your daily cleaning activities. A tropical terrarium like this one should have species that can withstand some humidity. I presently have a couple of dwarf isopods in this terrarium, which I was unable to film, and I am not sure if they are still there. I will try to film them during the night when they are most active. Humidity is necessary for all isopods. They won't survive very long if there isn't dampness, and I shouldn't have problems since I spray water regularly into the terrarium. The companies that operate the workshop will teach you the principles of terrarium making art during the session. They will ensure that your self-contained environment is not only attractive but also healthy. This session is for you if you're searching for a fun way to kill some time while learning how to construct a terrarium, meeting new people who share your passion for living things, and having a great time in the workshop surrounded by terrarium making materials. Just a quick summary of what you will learn from these workshops, but do keep in mind that they do not know that you will be keeping an ant colony within them. You will just need to make sure whatever the design may be, is suitable for the ants, which you will keep later on. The typical ant terrarium requires your own ideas. Making a garden inside your terrarium is creative work. Additionally, the terrarium will develop a tiny ecosystem as a result. As I have said earlier, planning what species to keep is really important. You do not want species that grow too fast and into thousands. I should point out that the size of the terrarium will impact the life of the ant colony. Keep in mind to regularly spritz the tank with water to maintain humidity and supply water to the ants. It is crucial to avoid using the soil typically used in plant pots because it contains unwanted pests or parasites. In the workshop, you can choose from many kinds of organic substrates. To make managing the ant colony easier, it's crucial to have the plants ready before bringing the ants inside. To build the most realistic environment for the ants, learn which plants are indigenous to the same area. Additionally, because the plant's requirements for temperature and humidity should be comparable to those of ants, this makes maintenance simpler. Lastly, make sure to water the plants frequently. Lighting is important because it allows plants to get the right rays to keep them healthy and green. There are special lighting requirements, but I didn't want to go that far. As long as the plants are native to the same or a nearby region as the ants, you are free to experiment. Plant-only terrariums that contain water are used to keep the soil moist. Water vapor is released by plants during transpiration as well as soil as it warms up. Terrariums that contain water are used to keep the soil moist. All of this vapor condenses on top of the glass, and droplets will fall back to the ground. This cycle will repeat itself to form a self-sustaining ecology within the terrarium. This Odontoponera colony has been in this nest for 4 months since the founding queen was introduced here. I do not know the well-being of the colony, but I am assuming they are there and growing as they should. Unfortunately, the queen did not build her nest next to the glass panel, although she was initially there for a long period of time. When she decided to move her nest under the mossy rock in the middle of the nest, that was the last time I saw her. They are eating and drinking, and most importantly, they are not shy whenever I turn on the lights, as they have grown out of it. They come out of their nest very frequently now, and I am guessing there should be 10 to 15 individuals within this terrarium. As you might already have realized, after my impromptu YouTube content making break for almost a month, I find myself full of energy again. I am ready for the exciting week that's ahead of me. Sometimes, when content making is the last thing you feel like doing, a mini break is just what I need to kickstart that creativity once again. Therefore, I am itching to make another terrarium with the help of the workshops I attended. Last but not least, before I end this video, I want to say that I am not only an ant keeper but also an online store that has provided ant keeping needs to ant enthusiasts just like me for many years now. Therefore, in a couple of days, I will be launching our own web-based store, which allows easy access to our products. Initially, this launch was supposed to be during my 1,000 subs milestone on YouTube, but things didn't really go my way. We will have the link and description in the section below. For now, we only cater to a local or regional market, but we are able to receive overseas inquiries should you have any questions regarding our services. I hope you enjoyed this video and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.